fuck. Anyway, Afghanistan, yeah, I'm going to talk about it. Gets old, right? I have a friend that actually served during Operation Iraqi Freedom. He was telling me how their command in one of his tanks that he was actually connected to, they ran over all the armaments, all the property that was brought in by the United States to help us military wise. They made sure that all that shit was destroyed. Okay? They did that shit in Vietnam. They did it in Desert Storm. I was there. They did it in Operation Iraqi Freedom. When we pulled out, they made sure that everything was gone. And all of a sudden, these same generals that were ruling over, the enlisted personnel over there, all of a sudden, just pull out of Afghanistan and leave all that shit over there. I read reports this morning that China's looking at actually taking that base and making it their own. The thing is that they're already recognizing Palestinians, or not Palestinians, but the Taliban as an actual legitimate government. They're becoming allies with them. They're investing in them. Russia's doing the same thing. Now the thing is that I thought Russia had an issue with terrorism. It's not about that. It's about taking over as a world power. China's like fucking right on the brink of fucking taking everything. They have a bigger navy than we do. They were talking about, they don't have the technology that we have. Well, guess what? All that armament that you left in Afghanistan is going to be re-engineered, and they're going to make their shit better than ours. That's how it plays. Now, what I want to know is why didn't that happen? The only conclusion that I could come to, and I didn't come about this on my own, there were people that I talked to. The only conclusion is that China had something on Joe. Whether it was connected to his son. Now, I know a station in Malaysia, it's called GTV, and they got shit. People in that government talking about how they got Hunter Biden on video with fucking little children, Chinese children. Sodomizing them, just doing horrible shit. I don't know if it's true or not, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was. We also know that there was a Chinese professor that came out in 2016 talking about how they no longer had friends in Congress because of Trump being in there. And they needed to get him out because they've been dealing with Democrats the whole time. The thing is that if we can get fucking Trump out of office, right, we can go in and implant our fucking friends in there to benefit the Chinese society. This professor was actually connected to CCP, very high-ranking guy, and he fucking talked about it. And then China went and took it down. But after Biden got elected, the guy went on there again and just reiterated what I just told you. That they got people in power as friends. The people I know of right now that are compromised, Mitch McConnell, Rhino, his wife, Mrs. Chow, through her father, has connections with CCP. Money, property, equity. Dianne Feinstein, who's soon to be fucking taken out because she's old, had a Chinese spy working for her for fucking 20 years. In her car. Now, if you know any politicians, the majority of work that they do is either on the fucking golf course. Believe it or not, they're not out there just shooting shit. They actually do business. Anybody with a fucking business mindset knows the best way to actually get shit done is go out and enjoy what you're doing, but also bring up work along with it. Put people that you want to convince at ease, and then you can get what you want out of the business deal. That happens. And we saw Biden with Xi Jinping standing side by side during Obama's administration, and they were buddy buddy. While Hunter was out there fucking making business deals and bringing home money, the big guy, which is Joe Biden. We know that. Now, either they have something so damning on Joe's son or Joe himself to have him do what he did. You can't spin it any other way. I mean, the only logical thing is that either all these fucking people that were in power, the brass, went retarded overnight, or there was something else underneath it. We all hear about false flags. Now, the thing is, in Afghanistan, there are lithium mines there. And they are fucking saturated with it. And lithium, right now, with all this Green New Deal shit going on and stuff like that, that's going to be powering your fucking cars pretty soon. It's also a major component in Army military. It's a major component. It's something that you do need. Now, if you own all the resources that you need to actually make weapons grade munitions and stuff like that, you want to have all the resources. So China went in, saw the Taliban, saw it taken over, knew that the Afghanis, the government itself, was supposedly working with America, and they needed to get their hands on that lithium. Did they have something on Biden to where Biden would actually just put us all at risk and just let them in there? Then you got the Democratic Party saying that these Taliban people are businesslike, or they're out there whipping the shit out of people and cutting their heads off. Can't hide from that. What I want to know is my theory hitting home. All the armament left behind that's going to get re-engineered to protect that area, which gives the United States a second pause in actually going in there and starting the shit all over again. Number one. Number two, resources over there. It's going to China. Generals in power that have been there for fucking decades letting this shit happen. Nobody's asking the question, what did China have on Joe for him to do that? Because the number one person or another number one country that's going to benefit from this is China. The thing is that these Taliban, they're not too adapted when it comes to business. You know, the left administration, the Biden administration, can spin it all at once, but these people are not savvy when it comes to business dealings. They're not. So China's going to go in there, promise them all this stuff, and they're going to plunder their fucking country for all the resources that they have. That's how shit works. We've been doing the bidding of our government for centuries now. The thing is that our government is now doing the bidding of a foreign entity. And this man is waging war on Americans. So we're so distracted on the shit that he's fucking pulling that we don't see a real reason why Afghanistan went down like it did. There are states right now going up and saying, fuck that fucking mandate that you just put out this morning, Joe. We're not going to fucking do it. So there's going to be a lot of court battles going along. So there's also going to be a lot of Americans out of work. A lot of Americans. They're talking about coming after veterans now and Social Security recipients if you don't get that damn shot. That's not a rumor. They are talking about it. I might just lose all my benefits. Oh well, I'll find something else. If I gotta move to Africa and a wild boar with a fucking rock and a stick, hey, who knows? But I want you guys to seriously ponder on what actually went down, because we're not getting told the whole truth. We're not. Our fucking brass and military, as well as our government, politicians that we have, all the way down to judges. Again, research that professor. He's talking about judges too, from local to federal level. People in power that are out there that are doing the bidding of the Chinese government because they got shit on them. And China has nothing to lose by putting this shit out. They'll just find somebody else that's greedy enough to take their fucking money. The majority of these politicians in office, the majority of them, have already sold their soul. The fucking thing is that it's going to end up paying for it? People like myself, people like you, the peasant population in the United States. Even fucking foreigners, they shouldn't be here. You're in Babylon right now. If you read the Bible, this is Babylon. And we're in the midst of it right now. Love your loved ones as much as you can, because they might not be there tomorrow. God bless. Good night.